Hi guys, this is Supernova 44, and I'm here to deliver a message that I've received that I'm channeling through. I pulled some cards out and I'm just going to spontaneously be delivering messages. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, give the video a like and comment to help other people find my videos. So this is a general reading. It can apply to anyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just take it with a grain of salt. But feel free to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So the energy that I am getting right now is that what I've been getting kind of the past 24 hours is that there is a lot of hype about the event or what's currently going on. And this is leading to many things. Number one, it's creating the energy of doubt or the feeling of doubt in people, in light workers. It is also creating hope as its opposite. So there's this kind of both a feeling of hope and strength and persistence and patience. There's that in combination with doubt and frustration and lack of patience. And many of us are feeling this kind of darkness at this time. Maybe not the extent of a full-on dark night of the soul, but almost like we're kind of stepping in these puddles of darkness as we go along. And I think that has a lot to do with the collective energies and the waves of the collective purging. Because those come up. And with that, there's a lot that is falling away right now to reveal sorry, I had to pause there for a minute. But there is a lot crumbling and falling away, as in that I know that description is not uncommon. You've probably heard it before, as that is a part of the cycle that we go through with this awakening process. But right now it's almost like this electrifying, powerful energy, and that a lot of us are being liberated through the emotional experiences we're having right now. And that's not unlike the experiences that we've had in the past before this event started. But what is happening now is that it's kind of ramping up to be almost like the finale, in the sense that we are feeling, it's almost like it's all combining. So like the sense of darkness with the strong emotions that we feel, that's combining with these feelings of powerfulness, power and hope and awareness and spiritual strength. Like it is all kind of combining together, which is the whole point of this, which is kind of the point of this event. And because of this energy that's going on, many of us are feeling super driven or called to share our message, to embark on a journey, or to start doing things that we are good at, meaning our gifts, utilizing our gifts, or tapping into possible past lives and gifts, the things that we've taken from all of our lives, the things that we came here to do. we're starting to feel drawn, and a force that's pulling us towards that, stronger than ever before. And I also want to add that many of us with that feeling are also feeling this kind of like powerlessness or doubt, like when or how am I going to start doing that? Feeling almost as if now isn't the right time, or feeling as though that reality is far away. But the message is just to be aware of that, to be the observer of that, those feelings, to allow them to be there, to know that those feelings are what in the past caused us to almost try certain things, or to not fully complete certain things, that obviously could have had a profound impact. I say that, but I also want to note that everything is in divine timing. So right now, we are going through this for a reason. Right now is the time that we are going to start stepping into a reality in which the visions that we've had for our lives, the gifts that we've tapped into, it starts to become a reality for us. It starts to show up around us. And what I'm getting is that, I don't know, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know if there's anything that relates to this right now, but I am feeling like a strong magical type energy, like I almost want to say a Pisces type of energy. So I actually have no idea what the current astrology is looking like right now. So if there is something related to Pisces going on right now, then that would be really cool. But I'm feeling this almost like we are stepping into this era of just like magicalness, dreaminess, but in a sense where it's here to stay, like it's here to imprint on our reality. It is here to change and alter our reality, become our reality. And those of us who have been going in, tuning in, we know what this feels like. Those of us who have been doing the inner work, we know what this magical energy, this place feels like. Although it may have felt far away or not of this planet, of this place that we are on, it may have felt distant. However, the message is that we are starting to step into those energies, and the earth is going to transform in many ways. Our own lives are going to transform in many ways. We're going to see a lot of rebirth. And if you haven't already gone through events that have really tested your limits as a human or shaken you up, whether it be physically, sorry, I messed that up, whether it be physical, like physical ailments, your physical body being pushed to the limits, or mental or emotional, whatever it may be, if you haven't already experienced a lot of that, which I'm sure we all have, because a lot of that is, those types of events are what causes awakenings to spark. And I personally believe that many of us who have awakened, or who the first generations to awaken, specifically have gone through, their lives were set up to purposely wake up, and their lives were set up with lots of adversity or specific struggles that would cause that awakening. And so many of us know this. And so the message is that we are going through, I have a strong feeling, this may not resonate with everyone, but it resonates with me for sure. The message is that we are going through this push, this final push, and having to sacrifice ourselves in a way, like I get this energy of sacrificing our happiness or our sanity to knowing that we are going through this process And the message is that the final push is occurring, like, with all these struggles that we've had. These things may be coming up from the past, or they may be just continuing in full force, and that we have had a lot of patience, but the message is that we are becoming the masters of our physical existence, meaning the way that we are conquering these things, these struggles in our lives, isn't necessarily that they're going to go away. I mean, they will in some circumstances, in some ways, but the message is that we are going to be conquering our existence, our physical existence, whether that be our emotional, mental, physical problems, through becoming these elevated, divine masters of the earth plane. And that's what we've been doing so far. That's what we've been here doing, and that's what we are going through right now. Some of us are just awakening, just starting to go through it. And then others have been aware of this for quite some time and are stepping into mastery and teaching and becoming teachers. And I'm feeling like many of us are, if you haven't already identified yourself as like a spiritual teacher or a spiritual master in some way, you are almost just being like thrusted upon that label. Like you are starting to be called to do that work. People are either asking for your help, or you've noticed that certain things that you've done are making a difference for people. And it's almost like you can't ignore it anymore. And so that, I believe that is happening for some people. And if that's you, recognize that that's going on. Recognize that you are so strong and that you have created this foundation for yourself, that where you are ready, you have all of this backbone, because you have gone through this experience. I know it's hard to, I guess, feel that when we are still in the midst of this earthly experience. But from another perspective, and I'm sure you feel this at times, from another perspective, you are in your mastery. Obviously, we will never be like 100% perfect, like ascended, perfect beings, but we like are on a very high level of mastery compared to other people, like other groups of people who are still awake or still asleep, sorry. And I believe right now an important part of this phase is us coming together. I believe that is going to be shown in a lot of projects that come up, or that come out, that are published, that are created. I believe that people are going to be called to connect with like-minded people, and this is the age of Aquarius, and so it's the age of technology. So although we are in this time of isolation or physical separation, I don't think that has any kind of effect or delay on the Lightworker mission or us coming together. If anything, I think it was meant to happen this way. I think we are meant to connect in a technological way. And so, yeah, that's definitely what is going on. I'm trying to feel out if there's any other things. I just feel called to say that, to remind people that you are so loved and watched over. You are being watched over by your team of light, the people who love you, those who have existed on this earth plane before, that know you in some way, those that know you from other places, they are watching over you with this just love and gratitude, and they believe so strongly in you and that they are with you, that in moments where you feel unloved or you feel alone or you feel that it is just very difficult or unappreciated, know that you are so appreciated by your team of light, by your guides and ancestors. Know that they have been a part of this mission as well, sacrificing things in their own lives, going through their own physical ascensions, to assist, meaning they have experience with this and they have gone through this process as well, meaning they have suffered just to be the teachers for us, to help us. And so with that, they have so much love for us. And right now, we are going through our own sacrifices. I keep saying sacrifice because I'm looking at a card right now. If you have the Psychic Tarot deck, you might know what this card looks like, but it's a girl with a rainbow coming out of her. That it's a very beautiful card of strength and deep knowing that whatever you're going through right now is for a purpose and it's for the greater good. Like, you are going through something that is for the greater good. And I'm getting right now that your higher self and you are connected through what you are going through right now. Your higher self has made sacrifices for you, and you have made sacrifices for this whole experience. We are all going through this together. I believe that Gaia also herself is taking care of a lot of the things that we actually may not be aware of, meaning I think she is working really hard behind the scenes to help out in a very beautiful way. I don't know what that may be, but I believe it's all in unison, or all working in harmony with the higher beings to create the highest possible outcome for the situation going on right now. I believe that Gaia is currently helping out in a way, because she has a great love for us as well. Like, she has a very deep love for all of the people that inhabit her. And although there's a lot of messages out there that say she's upset because we have trashed this earth, I think it's really important to relay the message that she loves every single person that is on this planet. We are her babies, and she invites us to go into nature at this time and to seek, excuse my dog barking, but to seek out her love through the plants, through the outdoors, through the skies, just all the elements that create this beautiful home we are living in. There is magic in that, and if we just access that while we are going through this difficult time, it can make a huge difference. And it's supposed to be showing us what we are meant to be at this time. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm just kind of relaying. Hopefully, just want to take a side note and say, hopefully what I'm actually saying makes sense. I'm just saying a lot of what's coming through, and it may be in a weird order, but basically I feel as though this event is helping us. It's so funny because I felt like, okay, so everyone always talks about like how everyone's on their phone all the time and how we have way too much time spent on technology and things like that. But I'm strongly getting the feeling that even though right now, like, everyone is at home on their electronic devices, I'm getting the feeling that this is actually supposed to happen, meaning even though it appears as though this may be unhealthy or out of balance, actually what's happening is the technology and the earthly physical plane are balancing out kind of in harmony right now, in a way where it's creating this type of balance between the two. And I don't know exactly what that means or looks like as far as the future goes, but I'm feeling that Gaia is happy right now because because we're actually diving deep into the world of our technology and our devices. And what this is doing, okay, I'm getting the rest of the message. What this is doing is heightening our telepathic communications at this time, which is so beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. It is like we're literally physically on our technology devices, but what this is doing is it's enhancing, like I said, our telepathic abilities. I feel like people are gonna get so bored of doing the things that they want to do when they can't be at home, when they used to have their normal activities, that they're going to start doing things, obviously not only going inside right now and asking themselves what will truly make them happy, but they're going to be looking to the outside nature world to fulfill what they're realizing is not fulfilled through like entertainment, watching TV, and being on your devices all the time. So I think that's a beautiful message. I did not expect to channel through messages from Gaia at all, but I think that's really, really beautiful. And the last message, this message is also coming from Gaia, and it's the last message I'm gonna wrap up with, but it is to treat yourself like an absolute delicate, lovely child of earth, child of God, child of the heavens, like a delicate flower. Treat yourself with kindness and access the strength and the masculine energies within you when you need it, meaning see that power within you to make decisions you need to make, to ground yourself, and then also nurture the feminine aspect of you, nurture yourself, and treat yourself as a beautiful, divine child of light, because that is what you are. Even if you don't feel it, even if you feel physically ill or physically in pain or incapable, or even if you feel mentally not strong or emotionally not strong, treat yourself with the utmost respect, as if you know who you are, which is that you are a divine, high-level, spiritual being. Treat yourself knowing that that is who you are, Allow yourself to go through these experiences, to ride the waves of these experiences, and don't forget who you truly are, and that you are not your physical body, that you are not your experience, that you are not your emotions, that you are not your thoughts. Remember at this time that you are much, much more, that you are something so much greater than any kind of temporary thing going on right now that may be hindering you, or that may be causing you to experience feelings of doubt or fear. Even if you can't remember exactly where you came from or who you are, just go in and trust the loving essence that is within your heart, because you are so supported and loved by so many who are protecting you and watching over you, those that are helping facilitate this whole experience on an individual level, but also on a collective level. And know that we are the gods, we are the divine beings of this time, of this transition, just playing that role out in a physical sense. Okay? So to have that awareness is beautiful and will help a lot of us be liberated at this time. So that is all the messages that I'm getting for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like, please subscribe, comment down below, and if you have a channel where you do energy readings, I'd love to connect with you as well, so please feel free to leave your information down below. Thank you guys, and I'm wishing you all so much love. We are going through this together, and it's important that we all stay communicating and stay in touch and stay empowered. I also just want to remind anyone who isn't already aware, just to pass along the message, that there is a global meditation on April 4th. It's 11:11 p.m. Pacific time, but I'm not exactly sure what time it is for other time zones, but you can look it up. I invite you to join the meditation because it will help. I believe it's going to be one of the biggest transformative experiences that we have at this time. So please join, and if you can. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.